Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see every one of you here once again. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Okay, so today it is 18th of March 2022, as usual, a Friday evening. And if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. Okay, so that I know everything is good, everything is well. I'm friendly, I won't bite you, so give me a like and share. Also, liking is free, doesn't cost you money, but it will help me. And also tell Facebook algo that you enjoy my content and want to see more of MarketWise Asia on your Facebook feed. Because if you don't engage with me, if you don't like, if you don't engage, if you don't comment, right, Facebook will not show you eventually in the future. So liking is free, doesn't cost you money, so just give me a like. So let me take a look at the comments first. All right. So hello, Wei Lun. Hello, Sita Chai, Mary, Jolene, Bello, Han Hok, Christopher, LH, Kok Leong, SP, Swatha, Beng Teck, Avery, James, Christopher, Dom, Gaylor, Christina, Amanda. Okay, Hadley from YouTube. Oh, by the way, right, if any one of you are watching on YouTube, okay, as you know, I'm trying to grow MarketWise Asia YouTube page also. All right, so do subscribe to our channel and give me a like on this Facebook Live also. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel as well, our YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, so any question, I think you can ask me later, but because there'll be quite a number of, I think, hi, then your question will get flooded, Kenny. So do you think we need to take a breather since market rally past 3 days? Just answer you now. The answer is yes. As I mentioned in my YouTube video, I already long like 3 days ago. So I already exited. Now then you want to go long, I think it's a bit late. I mean, what I always say is like 头脑派. I mean, it's already up 3 days in a row already. So if you want to go long, I mean, that can go long, but the risk is much higher now because anytime the market can do a pullback, and right now we are hitting into a monthly pivot, yearly pivot also. So I will explain more later. So yeah, so any question, can ask me along the way, but yeah, no problem. Okay. So hello, Zach, J, Nelson, Leon, Benson, right? Okay. SJ, Asia Link. Okay. Eileen, Derek, Paywen. All right. So good to see everyone of you here. I think there'll be more people who are streaming in. So just give them maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. Right now, we have about 184 people in the room right now, near to 200. So just to share with you guys something interesting, I think is quite comical lah, okay, and nearly scared the shit out of me. All right, so let me share my screen right now over here. So as I was walking to my mother-in-law house in the evening just now, I think near about maybe about 6 p.m. in the evening. So as I walking past, right, I saw this dog. I don't know about you. Right now in this picture, right, I already zoom in already. Okay, when I was walking from far, all right, it really looked like a real dog to me. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there a dog at the window panes there? Is it gonna fall? All right. Is it gonna fall? That car, you see. So I was like, wow, what the fuck is it doing? Really. I was thinking, we fall down or not? Then as I go nearer, okay, as I took the picture, then I realized that what the hell? It is actually it's actually a soft toy. It's a human size, or rather a dog size soft toy, just hanging there. I suppose the owner, just wash it and just want to hang it there. But it's quite comical lah. From far, it really, I swear, it really looked like a real dog to me. Okay, it really like a real dog to me. So okay, and anyway, this is just something interesting to share with you. Okay, so yeah, right now IKEA dog, right? Is it IKEA dog? So many of you actually know. I post this on my Facebook, and actually nobody mentioned about IKEA. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, just as usual, first before I start this session, okay. Whatever I share today is just for education and informational purpose. It is not a recommendation, right, to tell you what to buy or what to sell. Alex is always wrong, so please don't copy me. Okay, my opinion doesn't mean that I'm right. Okay, this is just a personal opinion. I could be wrong. So please do your own due diligence. All right. And one more thing. All right. Before I really start, we have also this Market Insights Virtual Summit. Okay, that's coming up in April. Okay, so I'll post the link here in the comment. All right, so let me go through this. All right, so this is the picture Market Insights Virtual Summit over here. Quite a number of speakers over here. Of course, the keynote speakers will be Rainer Teo with 1.48 million YouTube subscribers. So there's a very high chance that whatever trading terms you search online, be it price action, support resistance, moving average, and somehow I think most likely you might watch some of his videos before. Okay, so Rainer also a good friend of mine. He'll be speaking personally at the summit itself. Okay, and of course, this event is proudly supported by IG. All right, so we also have Joe Augustine. I think some of you might know him as the MC, but actually he's also trading the market himself, and he'll take part in a fireside chat panel discussion with Colleen and who are this I forgot his name already. Royston. Sorry. Okay, not to disrespect. Suddenly forget. Okay, Royston. Okay, and there's also quite a number of other speakers as well. So do really register for this event. The event is free. Okay, event is free. So and you also get to receive a report and also take part in a lucky draw. So this is Trendmaster, how to spot any trends in just 3 seconds, written by yours truly. So yeah, this is exclusive only for the MarketWise Asia Summit participants. So all you have to do is just to register, click just type your name, email, and your address, and good to go. So how many of you actually registered for this event already? So just type me in the comments so that for those who are still not registered, let them know that you already registered for it already. Okay, give me some engagement, give me some like, give me some share. Okay, liking is free. We have about 250 people, but right now only about 67 likes only. So give me a like and share. So yeah, thank you for the comments. So do register for this event over here, and yeah, lucky draw plus the Trendmaster book exclusive. So do subscribe to our Telegram channel and also YouTube channel. I'll post a link in the comments. YouTube Telegram channel right now we have about 4,600 people in the channel already. All right, fantastic. Okay. So today's session, it is actually, I would say, I think actually also not much to talk about. I'll keep it pretty short. Okay. So yeah, of course, first of all is the, whether the market can continue to go higher. I think this is of the interest of most people. And secondly, with the ongoing Russia and Ukraine war, is it going to be a ticking bomb, or the market just forget about it already and continue to go higher? So if I'm not sure about you, but I am on social media and such, and recently I starting to see lesser and lesser posts of the Russia-Ukraine war news. I'm not sure whether it is the algo, okay, that's feeding me some of this information or what, because maybe I'm not reading them, maybe the algo doesn't show me, but I am starting to see lesser and lesser, and news-wise also starting to show lesser and lesser this kind of war news already. If you are experiencing the same thing, okay, type lesser, less news, less war, okay, in the comments, so that I know you are also feeling the same thing as me, lesser news, war on the mainstream media. And of course, the recent, I think on Wednesday, right, the Federal Reserve also raised the interest rate by 0.225%. All right, if you just Fed, okay, raise interest rate, just do a Google, okay, this on the news, okay. Federal Reserve raised interest rate for the first time, okay, since 2018. All right. So let me see the comments. Less war, more peace. Less. Right. I think you guys also feel the same, right? It seems like okay, this is not the hot flavor of the month already. Okay, so the war is not sexy anymore. I think they're gonna move on to new things, right? The news. But the war is still ongoing. So I believe that if we keep things as it is right now with no new major destruction or no nuclear war or whatever, so it is, I think the market won't have much reaction for now. But of course, there could be a black swan event, so we don't know why is it. Okay, so we must watch out. And yeah, so talking about the interest rate, right? So I talked about the Federal Reserve raised 0.25. There'll be 6 more coming up in 2022. So let's assume that every time the Fed raised 0.25, I think by the end of the year, I think it should be about 1.5 to 1.75%. Okay, if according to what the Fed is saying. Okay, so if you're interested to check out, how the interest rate actually is over time, all right, you can go to this site, Trading Economics. Okay, I'll post the link in the comments. Okay, all right, so over here, then this is the interest rate. So can you see over here, since 2018, after come down, then after that almost flat 0.25, and right now it is 0.5. So we'll continue to raise 6 times based on what the Fed is saying on Wednesday. Okay. Rachel said there's a dedicated channel for war news. All right. So what is the channel? I mean on YouTube or whatsoever? But I'm talking about generally is that I don't really go and search for the information on news, but rather I'm waiting for the social media to feed me. So when the war first started on the 24th of February, every things on the social media, Twitter, whatsoever, it's all about the war. But right now, less and less. Okay, even my friends are talking about less and less of the war also already. Okay. All right, and let me see over there. And yeah, but I think besides the interest rate, I also want to share with you more today on what I see on the 10-year yield and also on the yield spread between the 10-year and the 2-year yield over here. Okay, so basically, yield spread, it is the difference between the 10-year yield and 2-year yield. Basically, it's 10 minus 2 lah. Okay, all right, simple as that. So I want to share with you this. Okay, you can go to this site over here. This is the stlouisfed.org. All right, so this is the 10-year minus the 2-year yield over here. So over here, right, this is how the yield spread move over time. But you can go to the, let me try to zoom in, you can see clearer, right? All right, so go to the max. Yeah, so Pauline really know what I'm talking about already. Yeah, so people are watching about this inversion. Really, the yield spread is inverting. Okay, the yield curve is inverting on between the 10 and 2-year, and this is also a lot of what analysts and the economists are watching out also. And it has been quite spot on for the past recession. Over here. Okay, so you can see that in 2000, can you see that? Okay, all right, so you can see this black line here, right, is a zero line. So when the 10-year 2-year, right, invert so cross below 0, all right, you know that subsequently there will be a recession. You can see over here, invert, there's a recession. The recession is by the gray area over here, okay, this zone over here. Okay, there's this gray zone over here. All right, in before the 2008 financial crisis, okay, so the 2-year 10-year yield spread also invert. All right, and then subsequently there is of course the recession and also the great financial crisis. Shortly before I think it is before the COVID crisis, right, COVID crash, we also just invert a little while, okay, and then we have a short recession that's caused by the COVID. All right, and before that, I think it is near, I think 1989 or something like this. Okay, we also have a inversion over here, and then subsequently we have a recession. Cross down, okay, recession, cross down over here, recession. Okay, so this has been quite a turning point. All right, but just want to let you know, all right, when the yield spread invert, it doesn't mean that by the next day, the next month, the stock market will crash or there will be a recession. there will be a lag time. There will be a lag time. The lag time can range from 6 months to 2 years, that kind of. So we won't know exactly, okay, when the crash will come or when there will be a recession. But recession will be highly probable. Okay, so just to let you know, and it's pretty near. It's heading down, zooming down, and I'm not sure now. Right now it is 0.26%, 26%. Okay, so near yet so far, almost there. So yeah, so this is something you can watch out for. All right, I'm not sure whether this is something new to you guys. I know some of you might know, some of you might not know. So if you're not know, then okay, you can use it on your analysis or can check it out. This site I'm watching out. I'll post the link again in the comments over here. All right, so if you really want to make it life easier for you, right, you can also go to the charting platform trading view over here. This is actually shared by one of the subscriber. Okay, so I didn't know about this sticker, but he shared with me. So it's actually this T10Y2Y. Okay, you can search for T10Y2Y. All right, let me try to search again. All right, T10Y2Y. All right, can you see over here? All right, this is the 10-year treasury minus the 2-year, which is the same as taken from this St. Louis Fed site right now. Okay, the Fed site over here. All right, then you just go over here. You can see the chart. So you can just draw a horizontal line, zero line. This is when the yield curve, as in the yield spread will invert. Okay, the yield will invert. Okay, so you can just go to weekly time frame so to make life easier for you. All right, then you can see over here, right, the 2007 financial crisis, the .com crisis, subsequently the yield inverted. Okay, so talking about yield inversion, all right, you can also go to this site called the yield curve. All right, this is from stockchart.com. Not sure how many of you know. Those who have been in the market for some time, you should know about this side, this yield curve. People always talking about it. Okay, just for those who don't know, all right, this is where they show you the dynamic yield curve. They show you the 3 months, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, up to all the way 30 years. Right, the longer the bonds, right, okay, the higher the yield it gives, right. This is common sense, right? The longer you put the money in the bank, it should give you more interest, right? Or more yield, right? This is common sense now. But there will be time, okay, when the shorter term give you a higher yield compared to the longer term, for example, the 10 years or 30 years. This is what they call a yield curve inversion. All right. So you can just let me try to zoom in. All right. So you can see over here, this is dynamic chart, so you can just play around and see how the yield curve actually reacted. Okay, how it moved, how it behaved. So like this is a normal yield curve. This is a normal yield curve. Okay, so the shortest length duration of the bonds at the lowest, the higher bonds duration is the highest yield. All right. So when it's about to invert, it's something like this. Okay, like this. It's going to flattish over here, flattish. Okay, and the lower duration actually invert and has a higher yield than the longer duration one. All right, so go back to the financial crisis in the .com crisis. Something I cannot show already. Okay, but a good example is the 2008 one. When before the crash over here, can you see that it actually kind of getting flat, getting inverted. Okay, so I'm not sure about you if this is something new to you. Okay, these two sites, where just type new in the comments. All right, just type new in the comments if this is something new to me, new to you. All right, I'll take a sip of water. Okay, so just a recap over here, right? We have this. I think I removed the dot already. Okay, so yes. Okay, so I'll post all these 3 links together. Okay, so the interest rate, the yield spread, and the yield curve, everything is here. You can go to the link in the comments. You can see, and also on the YouTube comments session as well. Another thing, okay, I'm monitoring. It is the 10-year yield hitting resistance. All right, I'll go to the indices later lah. So I'm just going to go through this since I'm on this already. So the 10-year yield, if you take a look at the 30 years bond, 30 years bond. So 30 years bonds future, it is ZB, you can search ZB lah, treasury bonds. Okay, so I think I mentioned before, 30 years they call it bonds, that's why it's a B. All right, 10 years they call it notes. Okay, notes, so they call it note, so it's ZN, note. All right, so this is the 30 years, 30 years over here. All right, so weekly time frame. So can you see for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for the past 2 weeks, the price has been diving down, okay, which I believe, okay, it is, you know, price in the market is pricing in that Powell will actually increase the interest rate. All right, because, you know, the bond price and the yield is inversely correlated. Okay, so when the bond price go down, the yield will go up. So I think market price in that, and when it really kind of news release that Powell actually increased the interest rate, right, then the market start to taper, okay, and then stabilize and start to turn up a little bit. So if you look at the ZN, all right, it is also the same, the treasury notes. And if you want to make things simple for you, can just look at the TLT, right? 20-year plus treasury bonds ETF. So for the past 1 to 2 weeks plus, the bond price has been coming down, which means that the yield has been going up. So I think this is based on pricing in mechanism that, you know, the market is pricing in. All right, and I want to let you know, okay, there are 2 ways to go about it. One is the based on the trading view pricing, US10Y, you can choose US10Y, the ticker. All right, this is the U 10 years U over here, or you can just search for TNX. This is a CBOE 10 years note U. So I think both is fine, almost there. So to use the actual one, you can use the TNX. Okay, if you look at the weekly chart, all right, weekly chart maybe not enough, monthly chart easier to see. Okay, right, so you can see that all the time the yield has been driving down the longest time. The trending, it has been trending down for the longest time. This is a, by the way, this is a monthly chart. This is a monthly chart. So every single freaking bar is 1 month. That's a very long time. So it is actually from 1979, this chart, until right now. Okay, until right now. So it's many years already. 40 years, 50 years at the kind. Okay, and you can see that this trend line has been supporting it. All right, and right now, once again, the trend line has been touching this as a resistance, and go above, and this was the resistance. And right now we are hitting the resistance line again. Can you see over here? This is a monthly time frame over here. So if you zoom down to the weekly time frame, all right, we are hitting right smack into the resistance line over here. So my anticipation is that, okay, the yield might actually come down. Okay, maybe we do something similar like the 2019, somewhere around here. Okay, where when price hit this at the high over here and then come back down. How low it will go, I don't know. All right, and judging from the price action from the PLT, it seems that we have a pretty good chance that, you know, price for the treasury bond price, okay, it might go higher. Okay, so if I add in my usual default indicators over here, let me remove this out of the impulse. All right, we pivot, okay, for many months, we can see that the bond price, the trend has been down, all right. So yeah, so this is actually a counter trend trade if you really want to trade it, okay. Just a disclaimer first, this will be a counter trend trade, but not without some reasoning, okay. First of all, as I mentioned already, the yield for 10-year yield is coming down probably, so which means that the bond price could be going higher. And just want to let you know also, based on seasonals over here, seasonals over here, okay, for the TLT, 20-year plus bonds, all right, from 23rd of March to 13th of April, okay. So for the past 10 years, okay, 90% it is heading higher, which means that out of the past 10 years, 9 years, it is positive. So, all right, there is a chance that this treasury bonds price might go higher in these few weeks or so, all right. So this is one of the trade ideas that I can give you. But again, I want to warn you that this is a counter trend trade. We are against the trend. So if you want to trade it, this is you want to trade with cautious. Again, you might be asking me, hey, if the Federal Reserve, they're going to increase all the interest rate and such, shouldn't be the yield continue to go higher? As I mentioned a lot of times in my Facebook Live, right? Sometimes this kind of correlation is not exactly so simple. Sometimes, you think it's going to go up, it come down, and when the market is going to go down, it goes up. So it is not that so simple. Say, hey, Federal Reserve is going to increase the interest rate, so the yields keep going higher. So it's not that simple. Okay, all right. So for me, I rather trade with the price action. Okay, this is my style. If you're asking me about all the economic factors FA fundamentals why blah blah this economic say that secondary, then I cannot give you that kind of explanation because I must admit, okay, I am not that smart. Okay, I am like 90% a pure technician looking at the chart. Okay, and it has worked for me pretty well so far, right? Things a bit hot. I mean, use my aircon over here. All right, so is you guys are clear so far? If you guys are clear so far, understand the disclaimer and such about the yield spread, the bond price might go up, type TLT in the comments. And if you think that I'm sharing something value to you, you can just give me a like, share, or comments. Okay, so everything is good. Just understand about this TLT thing, this treasury bond thing, right? Just type TLT in the comments. Do engage with me so that I know everything is good, everything is well over here. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me see some comments before I move on to the next topic over here. All right, thank you guys for the comments over here. So let me take a look at what the market is doing right now. The market, okay. So as I mentioned, let's move on. Okay, let's move on over here. So as I mentioned in the Telegram channel over here, okay, so on the March 16th is Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. So in the Telegram channel, so we have about 4,006 people in the channel. I mentioned that, actually today, Friday, 18th of March is actually the quad witching day, quadruple witching day. All right. And I also share my trade with you guys and market updates all right. So, and yesterday I mentioned that, expect volatility based on the 15 years historical data or statistic, whatever you call it. Okay, market tends to decline on this quad witching day. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, okay, for info and such. So yeah, I also exited my QQQ long. Okay, this is what I said yesterday. So for those who don't know, who are new to this quad witching day, right? But some of you are not in the channel, all right? So basically this quadruple witching day, all right, so they are actually the derivative contract that are expiring. So all the 4 contracts, okay, it is expiring today, and it happens every quarter, the 3rd Friday of the month, which is today is the 3rd Friday of the month. So the stock index, contracts, stock options, options on stock index futures and stock index options, they are all expiring today. And yeah, and based on what I shared in the YouTube video, okay, based on this 15 years of statistical data over here, all right, normally 5 days before the quad witching day, market tend to rally. On the day itself, market tend to decline, but the decline doesn't say that it's a crash, okay? It can be just a very small decline, but it doesn't tell you the magnitude, okay? And normally after the quad witching day, market tend to go higher, all right? So is the market doing like this today or not? All right, let's take a look over here. This is the Nasdaq, all right? So today actually is volatile. If you actually watch the futures price before the market open in the afternoon during the Asia session, okay, of course not that important because it's Asia session, okay, and the options doesn't expire yet. Okay, the market is actually down about, for the Nasdaq, I think down about 0.7 plus to 0.8%. So after that, ping pong, up, down, and right now it's very positive. Okay, right now it's very positive. So S&P 500, it is also positive now. It is up 0.14%. The only down day today is actually the Dow. All right, it is actually down 0.29% as over here. Can see over here, 0.29%. All right. So how many of you actually remember what I said previously about the low over here? All right. So as I mentioned, I think many times already. Okay, you can go and watch back my Facebook Live. I mentioned many times, price should not break the low over here. I think I'm repeating. So for those who have been watching me the longest time, sorry, I have to just repeat because there will be new people who are watching. All right. I say price cannot break the low on this day over here, which is on the 24th of Feb. Over here, 24th of Feb. Okay, and price struggled to stay above, eventually stay above. Okay, there's a false break over here, but eventually price reversed back up very fast, and then price hit higher up for the past consecutive 4 days. The reason is very simple, as I mentioned, at least for the Nasdaq. At least for the Nasdaq over here, okay, because price hit the cloud support over here. All right, I also mentioned previously before already in my live. All right, ever since the COVID crash, our price found support at the cloud. Ever since price didn't touch, and we are back at the cloud. And right now it seems that the cloud is really acting as a support. And for those, okay, who know about price action and also attended Beanie course about the wash and rinse pattern, okay, this is actually a wash bar. Oh, by the way, this is a weekly time frame. This is a weekly time frame over here. Okay, this is a wash bar, and then this coming week, Friday already. All right, I think you close above lah. Okay, close high, and then this is a rinse bar. So this is actually quite a very bullish move over here. All right. And then for the S&P, it is also the same. Ignore the trend line over here. So this is a wash bar over here, and then the rinse bar. So for those want to know more about the wash and rinse pattern, okay, do join the Market Insights Virtual Summit that's coming up on 9 and 10 April. Beanie Ong will be speaking as well. He's going to touch on automation about the trades and also about wash and rinse pattern. Okay, and as I mentioned, right, how to use the cloud to determine the support and such, the rationale behind it. And you can also download this book, Trendmaster: How to Spot Any Trends in Just 3 Seconds, when you register for this event. The event is 100% free. You don't have to do anything. Okay, it's proudly sponsored by IG. You don't have to pay anything. So just click on register, first name, last first name, primary email, and mobile, and you are good to go. I will post the link in the comments. All right, I'll post the link in the comments. You should be able also to see the link on your screen, the scrolling screen over here. Okay. All right, I think many of you actually registered already. Okay, so yeah. All right. And let's go back to the NASDAQ. All right. Daily time frame over here. Okay, so I mentioned I exited already. I entered QQQ 331 333.63. I think 333.6, something like that. Okay, somewhere around here. Yeah, so I already exited already. So my risk to reward, it is about 1:1.5. All right, so I risk, let's say the risk reward, okay, 1:1.5, meaning that if I risk $100 on the trade, okay, I get back $150, which I think is good enough lah. Okay, because based on I don't know what the shit is gonna happen moving forward on this today call wishing day. There's volatility, and it's hitting the central pivot range over here. All right, so that's why I decided to take my profit. All right, for those, if you are holding on to QQQ, I think it is good. Yeah, if you're already in profit, I think it is good for you to take some profit off the table, which I think is good. All right, because you never know towards the end of the day what might happen, because suddenly the market can just turn, which is after like 12 p.m. right now in US timing, which is now. All right. Going from here again, right? Can you see that I also repeat many times, supported, resisted by the CPR, resisted by CPR. All right. So right now, once again, we are getting resisted by this CPR thing. All right, central pivot range. If you want to know how I set up the central pivot range, the time, everything, right? Go to this YouTube tutorial. I'll post the link in the comments. Right, you should be able to see it. Okay, and yeah, we are actually facing quite a number of heavy resistance supply at the top. This is the monthly central pivot range. All right, I add in the yearly one. Okay, the black dotted line over here. I think it can be maybe confusing. So I remove the cloud first. I remove this. Easier to see, right? We remove the pivot also lah. Easier for you guys to see. Okay, can? So can you see we are hitting right smack into that already? All right, and then we are going to hit the yearly pivot, which is the black dotted line over here, reaching also very soon. So once this bottom CPR hit, if they go higher, it is going to hit this yearly pivot. Okay, let me go to the NASDAQ futures. Right, the yearly pivot. Okay, it is at about 15,090. I'll just treat it at 15,000. Okay, easier for you to see. 15,000. This would be a very strong resistance level over here for the NASDAQ futures. And for the bottom range one, it is about 14,490. So we are hitting there already. All right. And for the S&P 500, we are actually hitting right smack into the yearly pivot. Can you see over here? The black dotted line over here, we are hitting already. Okay. So for the Dow, we are also hitting, but Dow is the stronger among the three. Price has already crossed above the yearly pivot yesterday. But generally, I prefer to look at the NASDAQ and the S&P as a gauge of the real market over here. All right. So as I mentioned a lot of times, I am still bullish on the market. And if you really want me to be bullish, right, price has to clear the yearly central pivot range, which means that price within the next week or so, all right, price goes higher, okay, and shouldn't come back down, should not come back down, okay. It should hold above the yearly CPR, okay. It can do whatever you want, ping pong, I don't care, all right, and then go higher, and then maybe face resistance again, and then go higher. If price is totally out of the yearly pivot, which means that when it is for the S&P, it is above the 4,006. Okay, then it's clear blue sky. Okay, this is really the trend is uptrend, confirm uptrend. Okay, confirm uptrend. All right, for the Nasdaq has a lot of resistance to clear. Okay, first of all, this and the yearly CPR also. So haven't cleared yet. All right, but at least if it clears the yearly CPR over here, the middle dotted line over here, then I think that I'll be more bullish lah. Okay, so right now I think we are still on a middle ground. Price could still go down further because we really won't know. All right, if this time round, I repeat, if this time round price continue to go down lower, all right, for the Nasdaq, I won't be very bullish already. Okay, the reason is if the market it is really bullish, it shouldn't come and keep testing the support again and again and again and again. It is actually very weak for a market to do like this, be a stock or whatsoever index. Okay, touches a few times already, one time, 2 times, 3 times. All right, that kind. So it shouldn't keep testing. The more it tests the support, it is not getting stronger. The more it tests the support, I repeat, it is getting weaker, and eventually it will break one. Which means that always it goes up, there's always sellers, there's always supply who's wanting to sell down the market. Eventually, there'll be no more buyers left, and price will just break below. So if price really to be bullish, I don't want price to keep coming down and test the low again. Of course, if price want to do something like that, come down a bit lower, okay, maybe halfway point over here and then go higher. I think this is okay. This is okay. All right, this is okay. So price should not test the low over here. All right, do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? I repeat, sorry for my long-windedness. Okay, if the next coming week or so, if there's a retracement, which I expect, so because price has been up for the past 4 days already, right? Some retracement over here and then go higher. I think this is okay. This is okay. Okay, price should not go and test the low again. All right, should not. All right, if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, type okay in the comments. A small retracement, it is okay. All right. Right now, if you ask me whether can buy or not, okay, the answer is no lah. The answer is no for me personally. Okay, can the market continue to go higher like that? Of course it can, but as I mentioned, your risk reward is not there really. And mind you, okay, the Nasdaq, since the low over here, this day is up 3%. Next day is up 1% plus 1%, 3%, 3%, 1%. Okay, it's consecutively up like this. So it's not usual. It's very bullish. So I won't be buying now. For me, if you want to buy, you can go ahead. But for me, I won't. So for me, brand price is somewhere around here, you don't buy. Brand price is here, then you buy. And the moment you buy, price come down, then you cut loss. Okay, and you cut loss, then price go up like that. It's always like this. Okay, so for me, I won't want to take the risk. Okay, can? So I can see a lot of comments. Okay, thank you for the response. And by the way, right now we have about 350 people. If you think I'm sharing good stuff, you think get some value from this Facebook Live, please give me a like, share, or comment. Okay, liking is free, doesn't cost you money. Okay, you can give me angry face also can, no issue. Angry face is fine also. All right, just engage with me. Okay, stay with me and such. Okay, and also tell Facebook Algo that you want to see more of us in the future lah. Because if you don't do that, Facebook Algo we will not show you our Facebook Live in the future already. Okay, can? S&P, it is also the same, right? Roughly the same. So as I mentioned, right, we are hitting right smack into the yearly pivot, all right? And I expect price to do some retracement in the coming week, okay? But again, price should not test the low over here, all right? Should not test the low over here. Can? So this is the indices, building indices, all right? Let's go to the commodities right now. Okay, commodities is a bit tricky lah. All right. I am not sure about you, whether you guys can see it. Can you see how wonderful this central pivot range can know that, as in you'll find support at this level over here. All right, can you see over here? This is the oil futures, crude oil, WTI crude oil futures, hit the central pivot range and then price actually rebounded. Okay, but for crude oil, it is actually still difficult to trade. Okay, still difficult to trade. Okay, let me see. Is it, okay, it's not there anyway. I think there is asking, right? They look at price to see if recession is coming. So actually, I think last week also I mentioned that when crude oil prices hit at a high, moving forward, there's a high chance that there will be a recession. Okay, I forget where I keep the chart really. I still don't know where I get the chart from already. I forget already. So anyway, yeah, I just say over here, based on the chart that I see, whenever there's a high oil prices relatively, you tend to cause a recession moving forward. Okay, so I am not sure, okay, whether the crude oil will continue to go higher or not. And I'll be totally frank with you, it is quite difficult to trade crude oil right now. Okay, so for me, I am staying out over here. Okay, because it is very volatile. Go one day up, one day down, and yeah. By the way, how many of you actually think the oil prices will continue to stay high in the coming months or so? So which means that you stay elevated, above $100 and even go above $130. $130. If you think it is going to stay elevated, you can just type high, H-I-G-H, high in the comments, just for your information. For crude oil, okay, the highest it went was 140 plus before the financial crisis. All right. And just to let you know over here, this is a crude oil seasonal chart over here. Okay, so generally, okay, from March to July, all right, it tends to go up, it tends to go higher. But of course, I think this is under normal circumstances. Okay, right now we are abnormal because of the ongoing war, because of the sanction and such. All right, but just to let you know, if you believe that the seasons will work out again this year, all right, we might see a continued elevated high oil prices heading towards until July, August. Then you start to taper lah. All right, so as of now, I won't be shorting the market also for crude oil, because this is quite dangerous, because the seasonals is not with me. The trend also not with me. I won't short lah. So I also won't go long lah. All right. So this is just my personal view for me. All right, Ken. All right. Just now, Joshua, I think I just showed you, right? I just showed you. This is the seasonal for crude oil. All right. So typically from March to July, it tends to go higher. Can show a competitor. It can be a competitor lah, but but right now the world, it is still depending on crude oil, and no matter how people talk about the green energy and such all the fossil fuel is running out in the future and such I don't believe I think within the next 100 years or so, we still have enough crude oil and such. Okay, so yeah, it is. I think a lot of these prices is based on geopolitical issue, the OPEC, and such. We have enough crude oil but it is really due to the political issue, which my personal opinion, that it caused the fluctuation of all the crude oil prices. Okay, and in fact, for the gold prices, right? Let me see. I think for gold, the seasonals is actually down for metals like gold and silver, particularly gold and silver. I think I shared before already. Uh, gold, gold continuous contract over here. Go to the seasonality over here. All right. Yeah, so typically you can see this is up to 15 years. Typically, March is a low point. It's a low for gold, which means that 27% of the time it is not positive. Okay. So this is gold and such. Any question? Hi. Let me see the comments. High 50, high. Some will say high, most will say high. High to go higher. Right? For me, I'll be again totally transparent with you. I am not sure how high oil will go. Okay. But yeah, I'll be trading the crude oil and such. I think previously I talked about natural gas, all right, which I've already taken profit already. Okay, so I will be touching natural gas for now. So no setup for natural gas for now. Okay, I think some is asking about the Chinese stocks. Can buy EV, NEO and such. Mark, I think you have been with my Facebook Live for quite some time already, right? Can buy or cannot buy? I think you should know lah. Can buy or not? Cannot buy lah. Below cloud, below pivot points, cannot buy lah. Okay. Xpeng also cannot buy lah. All is down one. All is down one. Okay. DDY, is it? OTC counter also cannot buy lah. All is down one. Okay. So before I go into some of the Chinese stocks over here, let me just go through with you some trade ideas over here. All right. You want to go through Chinese stock first or trade ideas first? I think I go through Chinese stock first. Okay. So those who stay longer will know my trade ideas later. Since Ryan is asking about the Hong Kong 50. All right. So of course, the Hang Seng, Hong Kong, and the Chinese stocks, right? They are up for 9%. Hang Seng there, 7%. That kind is crazy shit. Okay, it's crazy shit. Okay. And for the Hang Seng Tech Index, the Hang Seng Tech, HS Tech, it is up 20% on that day. If I'm not mistaken. Is it 20%? Yeah, it is up 22% on this freaking green long bar over here. All right. Let's go back to Hang Seng. Will it be bottom? All right. I don't know. Okay. But to me, right, this kind of selling over here, it seems like capitulation to me. So it's like, wow, like the final sell off to me. Okay. And of course, this bull, this rally is based on the Chinese government, the CCP, coming in and say that they will support the market and such. Okay, so this is driven by news. All right. So it could be. I don't know. It could be the end of the downtrend. I don't know. All right, it could be end of downtrend, but I won't be chasing it also. Because based on the way I trade, okay, price need to be above the central pivot range and above the cloud, right, and such. So right now, we won't know, right? If you want to, okay, again, I want to repeat, it has to be based on your time frame. Are you a long-term investor? Which I've asked before already. If you're a long-term investor, you can dollar cost averaging, average down some more, buy some more, down some more, buy some more. But if you are talking about from a swing trade to trading, position trading, I still won't suggest that you buy now. So price can anytime come up like that again. You won't know one. Okay, could be due to war, whatever it is. All right, or Russia or Chinese government publicly tell US that I think there's a spam comment. Delete comment. All right. Yeah, so you won't know. So yeah, so I suggest stick to. I would prefer to trade when it is above central pivot range and above the cloud. So you look at the bar, okay, but let's look at the Juju bar, okay, all right. It's very near right now to the central pivot range already, and very near to the cloud support already. So if I really want to buy, I'm dying to buy, okay, price has to be above at least 122, okay, at least 120, okay, at least 120, okay, then I consider, but I might not go in also. It could be just a fake, because if you look at the weekly time frame or 2-day time frame, as such, right, it is still below the cloud, okay, right? Actually, the 2-day time frame is one that I'm really interested in, because 2-day time frame, it is not actually looked by a lot of people, and it can give a more how to say a significant kind of entry point. All right. So if we want to be above uptrend, right, it's about 144. Okay. Then you might be asking, hey Alex, right now you don't buy 144, then you buy, and will you be too late or not? Yeah, I'm sure some of you ask this question, right? I'm okay to enter a bit later, because I am not trying to catch the low. I just want to follow the trend. So this is the whole fish. Okay, they always say this is the whole fish. Fish is like that, right? This is the whole fish. Okay, this is the whole fish. Okay, I can skip the tail and the head. I just want to eat the middle part. All right. So let's say for Alibaba, all right, if I go above 144 and go in, all right, there's still a lot of room improvement to go higher. So I'm okay with that. So trend following up. Okay. Yes, I agree that Margaret, the volume is very high. Okay. Yeah, very, very high. So as I mentioned, right, that could be a sign of the capitulation. That's really the low of the low already. That could be, but I don't want to try to guess it. Okay. So wait for the signal to come. All right, wait for the signal to come, which is at least above the CPR, above the cloud. So I'm okay to wait one. Okay, I'm really waiting, like for the Chinese stocks to recover. So yeah, and again, this kind of recovery, right? I also mentioned before in my Facebook Live, might not be a V shape. Don't expect it to be a V shape. Right? It could be, like that, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong for a while. Okay, ping pong for like 6 months, 1 year, I don't know. All right. So if you take a look at bar history, all right. So whenever there is a downtrend, move over here, downtrend, where is it? Yeah. Okay. You can see over here, this downward move over here, price doesn't do a V-shaped recovery, just ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong for a while, until price break above the high again. So it might take, this is 2018 to 2020. So it might take, I don't know, 6 months, 1 year or so. Okay. You can, like Stephen said, you can ping pong until the cloud catch up with it. Yes. So again, there's opportunity cost lah. So if you're willing to hold, then that is fine. Then that is fine. All right. 800 02800 is it? What's counter is that? 2800 Credit Suisse, is it? All right. Wei Feng say, right? Can DCA if already in? Yes, if you are already in, you can DCA. Of course, no issue lah. But again, you must be prepared to hold for a few years lah. Don't DCA already. Then after that, you sell off within the next 1 to 3 years lah. Can? Yeah. All right. 02800 don't have leh. I mean, for the trading view. So what is the stock name? What is the stock name? What is the stock name? 2800 is it? So I'll be wait for Rachel to tell me the answer first. Okay, how Sally is asking AAPL. AAPL are stronger than the market, okay, stronger than the index, but okay, for Apple, we are really above the yearly pivot, this black dotted line over here, all right? But we're hitting the monthly central pivot range, all right? So still really not there yet, but about there, you can actually use a trend line to gauge lah, okay? If price really break above that kind, you break above, then I think can go higher. But of course, this very much depends on the whole market sentiment. The Apple itself is like the whole index already. It carries a lot of weight. So yeah, so essentially you are like buying S&P 500 or buying the Nasdaq. Okay, so it really depends on the whole index, right? If the market is overall trend is down, it will be pulled down as well. It will be pulled down as well. All right. So before I go into the individual stocks, all right, right now is the 1 hour already. Let me go through some of the trade ideas that I want to share today, okay? So for those who still are with me till now, let's assume that, let's assume that the market continue to be bullish. All right, let's assume for next week or so, next few weeks or so, the market continue to be bullish. Right now, the market is damn bullish. Okay, no sign of bear nut right now. So let's assume the market continue to be bullish. No more going down to touch the low again. So it's like more or less confirmed that it is recovering. Okay, then you can look at certain things. All right, so I will share with you this based on the seasonals. All right. IYZ, the telecommunication, or you can use the XLC, the sectors like XLC, telecom. Okay, so telecom, confirm 一下 IYZ telecom IYZ, yes, telecom, telecom ETF, right? From 18, which is today, onwards to the 28th of April. All right, for the past 16 years, right, 94% it is positive, which means that 16 years, 15 years is positive. Telecom, all right, boo, all right, boo. Okay, telecom. And let's go to the XLC first. Let's take a look. XLC. So yeah, overall, previously the telecom sector is actually pretty weak. All right. So right now it's starting to recover, but again, do take note, it is still below the pivot and also below the cloud. So it is still overall in a downtrend. So just to take note, but based on the seasonals, I'm just telling you based on statistic, historical data, right? The data that I have is actually IYZ. XLC I don't have. All right. This is the data because XLC just formed not too long ago. All right. But it is still telecom. Okay. Yeah. IYR, which is the real estate. IYR. You can also use XLRE. This is real estate ETF sector. 23rd of March to 5th of April. All right. For the past 17 years, okay, 100, no, not 100%. For the past 14 years, okay, 93% it is positive. So actually for the real estate ETF, the real estate sector, the data I have is IYR, but you can also use XLRE, no issue, okay? XLI, I also mentioned previously before, actually is a stronger one compared to the rest of the other sectors. Can you see that, when the market was down previously, that kind, right, it's already heading higher already. All right. So right now, can you see that price actually stays supported at the monthly CPR and also at the yearly CPR. So it's kind of heading higher. Of course, coming forward, the cloud will be the resistance also. So do take note, but this is what the seasoners tell me. All right. And some of the sectors they can watch out for in April to March. No, March to April. Okay, that is utilities. Okay. The data that I have is VPU. Just to confirm, VPU, is it utilities or not? VPU, yes, utilities. All right. VPU, which you also can use XLU also. All right. 23rd of March to, I think also same. I think 5th of April, somewhere around there. All right. For the past 17 years, okay, 100% positive. So XLI, take a look. XLU utilities. So it is definitely much stronger. Okay, utility is much. Can you see or not? It is already forming a higher high already. It's forming a higher high already. And right now, above the CPR, above cloud, above yearly pivot. So the utilities is actually uptrending right now. Of course, not unexpected, because normally in a downtrend or market crash, the defensive sector usually you outperform the rest of the other sectors. So not surprisingly, and of course, coupled with the seasonals, you can watch out for utilities. Okay, you can watch out for a trigger to enter. All right. And also coupled with the TLT. All right, so these are the few sectors that I am looking at. All right, the telecoms, real estate sectors, utilities. And of course, if you really want to pick the individual stocks, right, you can go to inside the ETF and go through the individual stocks that you want to pick up. But generally, I'm just telling you the sectors that I'm watching out. And also, this is the seasonals so-called a cheat sheet, something that I just do it myself. All right, can you see that, not sure you can see or not. All right, can you see over here, utilities, 80% of the time it is positive. Okay, green. Real estate, can you see? Comms, not too bad. Actually, consumer staples and materials are also not too bad. All right, so moving forward to April, okay, utilities will continue to perform. All right. And tech in April, you can start to look into tech in April. Tech, okay, and comms also. Com April is a good month for comms. All right. So this is just a general guide what could be moving higher in the coming month or so. Again, this is not guaranteed. I tell you, this seasonal thing is not guaranteed. This is just telling you based on statistics, based on historical data, what has worked. Okay, so yeah, and it really depends on the current market moving forward. All right, if the whole index is going to be down again, it's going to be crash again, then very likely all the rest of the sectors or the stocks will be down as well. Of course, there'll be outlier, certain stocks that continue to hit higher, right? But not that much. Once the tide is down, most likely all the stock, most likely a lot of stock will come down as well, unless you're talking about some of the energy stocks. Okay, but a lot of them has been ran up quite a bit already, so I won't be chasing them also. All right. 0280is a tracker fund, so does it show in the trading view? Because if I just key in 0280, it doesn't show me anything on trading view Okay, is it 2800? 2800 tracker fund, is it this one? 2800 tracker fund. This seems like it is mimicking the Hang Seng Index. Okay, so once again, I won't be chasing the Hang Seng Index. Okay, I will be sticking to my rule, position trading above cloud, above CPR, above yearly CPR, that kind. All right, I won't be buying a downtrend. All right, I'll be buying a downtrend. All right. Let me see. Mark want to see the cheat sheet. Okay, you can screenshot lah. Okay, I won't be sharing this sheet lah, but you can just go through anytime you want. Roughly get. By the way, this data is until 2020. Yeah, 2020. I for last year one, I didn't update. So yeah, so 1 year data missing. So I'll be update. I didn't update for now lah, but I think roughly should be about the same lah. So be watching. So based on the seasonals that I get, right? So this has already shown that real estate in March, comms in March, and utilities should be performing well. Should be. So you do your homework. You want to buy the ETF, you can. If you want to buy the individual stocks, you can go through the individual stocks yourself. I won't be spoon feeding you the individual stocks. All right, can. So somebody asked me, right, where do you get the positive data from? This is data I bought. Okay, I won't be sharing with you where I get it, but yeah, this is a data that I pay for it. I get. So yeah, I have some certain data source point that I get from now. All right, can. Patrick is asking how do I configure the yearly CPR, Central Pivot Range. So once again, you go to this link over here, this YouTube tutorial over here. I'll post a link in the comments. Jimmy, 平安2318 2318. Actually, a lot of Chinese stocks are almost the same price action. So almost all still downtrend. Almost all still downtrend. Okay. Yeah, initially for Ping An, right, I really thought it is going to be uptrend really, because yes, you continue to move higher because above the cloud, above the yearly CPR based on the daily time frame. Okay, but then subsequently price just crashed down again. All right, but if it was a 2-day time frame, okay, it's also the same like that. Above the cloud and then come back down again. So if this time round price can go above the cloud one more time, this will be a stronger signal. So that is about $60. So that is about $60. Normally, I realize for the cloud, whenever there's be it a 2-day time frame or daily time frame, okay. So for example, whenever there's like like false break, come back down again and then go back up again, a lot of time, that is really the true signal. It really tells you that price has really turned into uptrend already. So this is the first time I fake you, never mind. Second time, based on my observation only, empirical observation. So a lot of times it is really going to a new uptrend. So at least above about $60, okay, then I'll be interested to look at Ping An. All right, 1816, what's that? CGN is a utilities, right? Benson, I think you've been with me for some time, so I think you should know the answer lah. Correct or not? Below the cloud, below CPR, still downtrend yet lah. Okay, 2-day time frame. Yeah. Can you see that 2-day time frame? Something a different perspective you show. Let me show you this naked chart. Okay, at the cloud, 2-day time frame will be giving you a different perspective, right? So come down. This is a horizontal cloud support. Price has to go at least above the cloud again to be at least, I would say that at least stronger. The downtrend is weakening. So that is about 2.14, that kind of pricing of 2.14, right? But of course, in the day time frame, it is still in a downtrend. Okay, all right, Ken. Darius is asking, S&P futures did not stop hunt unlike Nasdaq future. Will that happen eventually? I'm not sure. So to me, if the Nasdaq hunt, I think that is good enough. Okay, if the S&P hunt, I think the market will go down even further. So I think right now don't overcomplicate things. So based on the Nasdaq, as I mentioned, based on the Nasdaq, right? Hunted the low, go back up. All right. It should continue to go higher. If it comes down again, based on the weekly chart, all right. If it comes down again, all right, most likely it'll be below the cloud already, downtrend. All right, which means the S&P 500 futures, okay, it will also continue to go down to the cloud level support over there most likely. So that is about 3,900, thereabout. Okay, same for down. Also, personally, I won't know whether it will hunt, but right now it seems that it won't be hunting the low as of now lah. Okay, I won't know, but the next already hunted. So generally all is up. So follow the trend right now lah. Okay, but I won't be buying now lah. I won't be buying now, as I mentioned. I won't be buying now. Okay. SF is asking, give my thoughts about BTC and USD. It's been a while since I talked about Bitcoin, which I'm still monitoring. All right. Actually, BTC, I am quietly positive lah. Okay. Right. So this is quite a nice basing price action over here. All right. And what do you see over here? Okay, right now we are at the cloud resistance and also at the CPR. And if price really break above within the next week or so, we are in a quote unquote official uptrend. You are in the official uptrend. All right. And that might, coincide with the market. Generally the market will correlate with the BTC, or BTC correlate with the stock market. I don't know which one is the main causation. I don't know. All right, but generally they tend to move together. Ethereum, all right, weaker than BTC, but also almost there. Can you see that? This is in a very kind of a straightforward downtrend for Ethereum. Now basing area getting narrower. All right, it seems like it's getting to ready for a breakout also. All right, and of course, to be completely sure that it is above the cloud, Ethereum need to be at least about 3,050, 3050, about that. But I think for Ethereum and Bitcoin, it is building up. It is building up. This kind of narrow price action movement won't continue for long. Eventually, it has to make a reaction, a big movement. The big movement can be up or down, but judging from what I see, the movement could be up. I think that is fine with me because I'm holding some altcoins as well. Okay, yeah. So BTC is also the same. Okay, coiling movement over here. It was the range getting narrower and getting narrower. Seems like it's going to break higher lah. All right. Okay. A lot of stocks like Tracy, STNE, Stone. This stock also downtrend, very fierce downtrend. All right, but today there's a very, very high volume because of the earnings, and today is up 41%. All right, and from what I see, it is better now. Price is above the monthly CPR. Still downtrend, but it tells me that if the price can hold above the monthly CPR, it tells me that the downtrend is weakening and we are very near to the cloud already. If it can break through, then this stock looks interesting to me. Okay, STNE. Thank you for introduction, Tracy. This is not under my radar, but Stone Cold look interesting to me, and the market cap, it is still 4 billion. Okay, it is still kind of like a mid cap stock. All right, very, very strong downtrend. All right, so it seems that the trend is going to change soon. We will see how it goes, but this is an interesting stock. All right, yeah, I'll be monitoring ST NE, Stone Cold, all right, and China overseas, 688. 688 is definitely a stronger one. All right, so you see, sometimes if daily time frame, you don't know about the, like, you cannot really see the movement. Okay, you can zoom out to 2 day, then that will be clearer to you. All right, can you see that? This is what I meant. You see, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. All right, can you see that for 688, right? It came down, downtrend. There is a forced break to the upside from the cloud after it come back down again on the way. So normally, generally, the second time, it tends to break above. Normally, that is the real uptrend that's turning up soon. So based on the 2 day time frame, 688 is uptrending now lah. But of course, I don't follow this stock, so I don't know what happened. Okay, all right, why it is so bullish and such. So, but generally, again, it is following the Chinese mandate or the news lah. So based on the news of every freaking Chinese stock, it just go up lah. Okay, so it's the same. But generally, 688 is pretty strong to me. All right. STNE 2 day time frame. Let me take a look. Yes, 2 time frame, it is still in a downtrend, okay, but okay, it is up to you whether you want to give it a try. All right, to buy over here. All right, so you might not catch it 100%, so you need to diversify into a few stocks, or you don't enter Stone Cold in a full trench. Okay, subdivide into several trenches. Okay, maybe you got 3 trenches. Maybe you want to put 30K, 10K, 10K, 10K first, that kind of. All right. Cool is, I think, it's a Twitter favorite stock. A lot of people mention about Coop. All right. Coupa Software today is also up a lot. Earnings gap down, then go up again. Also pretty interesting. A lot of these tech stocks, they have been better already. So if the market continue to go higher, all right, remember what I say over here. Okay. April tech is a good time to enter. April, moving forward, April for tech. And all these tech stocks, okay, I think about time to move soon if the market continue to stay on an uptrend. That is based on the market bias. If the market continue the uptrend, can. All right, I think tired already. Okay, tired already. So I think that's about all for today. All right, you guys enjoy the sharing session today, especially some of the seasonals that I tell you. Okay, based on what I share. Okay, the TLT, telecom, real estate, utilities. Okay, if you enjoy my trade ideas, my sharing, if you think I'm giving you good value, please type value in the comments just to give me some form of encouragement over here. And also, before I go, all right, just want to let you know that we have this Market Insights virtual summit that is coming up in April. All right, register for it. It is free. You should see the link in the scrolling bar, and also get a lucky draw, which we are giving away Jay's explosive profits that is retailing at 697 Huawei watch fit, and also Lazada gift voucher. And I also send you exclusive ebook, how to spot any trends in just 3 seconds, written by yours truly. That's written by me, but you have to register for this event. All right, so I'll post a link for you in the comments. In case you haven't registered, do register, okay, for it. All right, so if you can, last request, give me a like, share, or comments just to engage with me and to inform Facebook algo. So, okay, so let's take a look at the market right now. Last look. Market, it is super bullish today. All right, super bullish, but I'll be staying at sideline. I have I think I've got 1 or 2 stocks still holding on, but I won't be entering a new position right now because too bullish. Okay, I suspect anytime there could be a reaction soon. Okay, this is just my guess. So we will see how it goes next week. But the key thing is, I repeat, price should not come down and test the low again. Should not come down and test the low. If next week do a short correction, I think that is fine, and then hit back up. That is the best scenario. Okay, Ken. Overall, we are still on the uptrend, okay, on a weekly time frame and such. Ken. All right. So I think that's all for today. I wish you guys good trading, safe trading, and have a good weekend and stay safe. All right. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys again next week. Good night, 晚安, and bye bye.